Hello friends, Sarah here from the Children's Museum of Eau Claire, and today we are going to do a painting in popcorn. So I don't have any popcorn with me, but you guys can definitely have some popcorn snacks with you while you are doing this painting, while you're following along. So what you're going to need for this are some paintbrushes, a cup of water, a canvas or a piece of paper, a pencil, and I'm going to use these four colors. So I have blue, yellow, black, and white. And this is what I'm going to use as my inspiration for our painting today. So you can kind of see that on there. I'll get it to focus a little bit. There. So it's going to be an egg. So it's kind of Easter inspired with a little bit of a twist. So here we go. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my canvas and my pencil, and I'm going to draw a circle right here. It doesn't need to be perfect. You can make it however big or small you want. And then I'm also going to draw a squiggly circle around the outside, which will be the outside of my egg. And you can make this as short squiggly or as big squiggly as you would like. So you can see there I have my squiggly line around the outside of my yolk. So that middle part will be the yolk. The outside of that will be the yolk, or the whites, and then on the outside will be the background. Okay, the next step is to paint the background. So I'm going to use my blue paint, and I'm going to use a bigger brush, and I'm going to paint all around the outside of my squiggly lines. Okay, so now that I have all of the outside of my painting done, I'm going to paint the middle yolk. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to do some blending. So the top of the yolk is going to be a little bit lighter than the bottom of the yolk. So that's why I have the white and the black here as well. So for the top, I'm going to add a little bit of white into my yellow and kind of mix that together in the top here. And you don't want to have too much paint on your brush, otherwise it's going to take forever to dry, but it's also not going to blend as well. So then as I work my way down the yolk, you can see it's going pretty quick. I'm not going to use any white in the middle here. I'm just going to use my yellow. And then as I get to the bottom here, the bottom of the yolk, I'm going to use the tiniest bit of black, just a little bit on my brush there. And I'm going to mix it with the yellow on my palette before I put it on to my canvas, just to make sure that it's not too dark. And you can also use any dark color. If you wanted to use a dark red to make it a little bit more orangey than black, you can definitely do that too. Whatever color you wanted to use. So this is just going to add a little bit of shape to my egg. And like I say in all of my painting and popcorn classes, you can use whatever colors you want to, so you don't have to stick to this. You can make a purple egg if you wanted to. So as I'm brushing this around on my egg, I'm just kind of continuing up the egg, the yolk, not putting any more on my brush. I'm just using what I have left on here and just kind of spreading it all up the rest of the yolk so that it fades into the lighter colors, where I have that white on top of the yolk there. So there we go. Then we have a dark yolk on the bottom and a light yolk on top, so it looks a little bit like some shading. So now if you wanted to take a break, you can definitely do that. You can have some popcorn, have a snack, or you can head outside, do some jumping jacks, jump some rope, do anything you want to while this dries for about 5 minutes. All right, so once your middle is dry, once your yolk is dry, you can take some white, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put 2 little circles and 2 little lines to kind of make it look like the yolk is 3D. So I'm going to put one up here, just a white little circle, nothing crazy. And then I'm going to put a line like that. And then I'm going to put one down here as well. They don't need to be perfect circles. They don't need to be perfect lines. Just kind of trying to make it look a little bit 3D. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some black, and I'm going to, just for fun, put a little face on my yolk. So for the little face, I am going to put 2 little eyes over on the side, just little circles. Again, they don't need to be perfect. And I'm going to put one over here. And then I'm going to put a little mouth on the bottom. There it is. So there is my little egg.